Hello, lovely souls. I'm so excited to do a reading for you today. I'm going to be tapping in and bringing through a channeled message. If you don't know me, my name's Carrie, and I'm excited to get started. So let's go ahead and tap in and see what we need to know today. The first thing I was hearing are the words, the great escape. And it makes me feel like many of us right now are feeling this urge and this opening in the energy field, as though we want to move ahead and skip ahead to our next destination in our lives. And this could really be literally leaving where you are now, moving, changing careers, changing relationships, and changing what you've been doing completely on your path. And I just want to say you absolutely have access to everything you need in order to guide you on this your journey and this destination. It does seem to me that many people are feeling a sense of anxiety with this, though, and a sense of it feels almost bigger than them. And they're not sure if they can embody the energy. And so we're just going to pull a few cards and just see what kind of messages come through for giving us this guidance of how we can embrace this really magnanimous energy. So, right away, this makes so much sense. And I love the message coming through. So, with the Page of Cups and then also with the Temperance card, the Page of Cups is in this new place of something brand new that we're feeling and that we're getting interested in. And that is feeling like it's something we're going to learn a lot from, but we don't have a lot of experience. So, it feels a little nerve wracking. Like, how do we get there? What are the steps involved? But the nice thing is with the Temperance card, that means that your guides, your angels, your ancestors are coming through to help you navigate this new season, this new experience, so that it doesn't feel so enormous and so that you can really take your time and take it step by step. The thing that tends to keep us down or keep us feeling overwhelmed or keep us feeling as though we're limited and we can't do this is when we don't practice that level of patience and discernment with what step comes next. I really believe spirit doesn't want us to be perfect in our endeavors in order to try these new things. But even as we're growing on our spiritual path, I feel as though spirit is saying, you have the wisdom within you. Just try and ground and have patience and clarity so you can know what comes next. Let's go a little further and see what else we're getting. So, really, this is all about stability, boundaries, and understanding this is a time to celebrate, being that it might seem like you don't have all the answers and not everything is laid out for you, but you do know what feels right. You do know what alignment is like within you. And other people may not understand what you're doing. They may absolutely second guess you. They may not know what you know. And it's because you're having your own spiritual awakening, your own experiences that are going to be the very guidepost that are going to take you to the next step. The thing about it is, I'm getting this sense of a lot of people are shaking their heads right now and misunderstanding you. They have no idea how you came to these conclusions. And the thing they're telling me, I'm hearing from spirit, is that you don't need to listen to them. You don't need to listen to naysayers. They're literally saying the words naysayers. And the other thing I'm getting is your destination will be revealed to you. I'm going to pull on the Moonology deck and see what next they're kind of leading me down this path. I'm just getting really excited just even being in this energy and what's coming next. So right away, spirit is saying this. The first idea here is to relax. That means just to settle in. Again, remember that Page of Cups is so excited and can't wait to see what's next, but also feels like it has no idea what it should do. But this idea that we just kind of drop in and we feel into our bodies and we trust the process and that our head is going to scramble for a while, not going to know all the parts to the puzzle, but you will make sense of it, is what I'm hearing. You will be able to navigate this new territory. We're also getting leave the past behind. So the things that weren't working in your life, it's okay to just let them go. You don't have to have the recipe for what comes next. And you also don't need to feel the guilt and I'm hearing like condemnation actually, which I feel probably makes you put off what you need to do in order to take the reins and go to the next step. I really want to let you know that your inner child that is really coming through for me for you is very wise. And for a long time, you didn't trust them. You didn't listen. That's what I'm hearing. And now you're being guided to really nurture that part of yourself, to be able to understand the messages that are coming in. And I also really feel like your loved ones in spirit, your ancestors, are really protecting that part of you and they understand the journey. So again, the journey may not make sense to everybody else where you're going. It is a brand new day, a brand new experience, and the wisdom will be given to you. I'm seeing an image of like a pathway and lit stones on a pathway, almost as though as you walk each step of your path, you're going to know what comes next. And that's part of it, is what they're telling me, because you're going to be wrapped in the arms of, I'm hearing that song by Sarah McLachlan, wrapped in the arms of an angel, and you don't know what's coming next, but you're going to be completely, you know, covered in protection and you're taking flight. I also want to say, I feel like some of you may be either in your Saturn return or just starting it or just after, because I am hearing that really strongly. So if you find yourself in one of your prominent seasons, or maybe you're in a later return, the lunar return, there's changes going on. And that is part of what you're doing already. That is part of your inner chemistry. That is what you're doing. It's part of you letting go. It's part of it not seeming to make sense and is part of where you're headed next. It's very important for you to know that. Let me just tap into spirit and see if there's any other messages coming through. They're just really saying, do not be frightened. Don't be frightened of where you're headed. This will be the thing I believe that will make so much sense at a later time for you. You'll be able to look at all the pieces of this puzzle and make sense of it. And I also really sense, and I'm getting the chills when I say this, that where you're going and where you're headed, you're going to be able to help other people later on their journey. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. Again, my name's Carrie. We'll see you later.